Salvation International Preparatory School. Salvation International Preparatory School. A place to be, a school to go. We'll build you up from the cradle to university. Salvation International Preparatory School. Salvation International Preparatory School. A place to be, a school to go. We'll build you up from the cradle to university.
The world is changing, and the classroom must change too. What once was dust and chalk is now speed, screen, smart mind that trust. Good day, Mr. Chairman, esteemed panel of judges, accurate timekeepers, co-debaters, distinguished big mommy, and my ever-attentive audience. I am Anyeche Ifunanya Lovett, a student of this great citadel, Salvation International Preparatory School. I stand strongly as the chief speaker, supporting the notion that technology in the classroom enhances learning than traditional methods. Before I proceed, let me define some key terms properly. According to the Oxford Dictionary, technology is the application of scientific knowledge for practical purposes. In education, it refers to the use of digital tools like computers, internet, videos, and apps to teach and learn. Traditional method, on the other hand, refers to local or ancient method of learning with the use of chalkboards, textbook, oral explanation, and role learning. Now that we understand the key terms properly, I strongly stand with the belief that technology truly enhances learning than traditional methods, and I'll prove it with facts and logic. Firstly, technology improves understanding with visuals. Can your chalkboard show you the human heartbeat? Can a textbook demonstrate volcanic eruption? The answer is no. But with technology, students can watch live animations and videos on such topics. A student watching digestion in 3D understands better than one listening to dry oral explanation. So why force a student imagine when they can see and understand? The other side may say pictures in textbooks are enough, but how many rural schools even have updated textbooks? And the pictures in those textbooks, they don't move, they don't speak. Technology brings learning to life. Secondly, better teaching experience for teachers. Why should the teachers have to draw a map when Google Maps can show it instantly? Technology helps teachers teach faster and explain clearer. It also helps them manage large classes better. Those against tech may say it makes teachers lazy, but isn't it wise to use a tool that makes work easier? Tech assists teachers, not replace them. Thirdly, technology prepares students for real life. How do you expect students to pass JAMB, CBT, and WAEC without using computers in school? Should we wait until the exam date before exposing us to technology? WAEC, JAMB, and even workplaces are now tech-driven. Teaching with tech now prepares students for the future. Traditional methods do not prepare students to excel in today's digital world. Saying our forefathers didn't use technology is not an argument, but our forefathers didn't use phone or light bulb either. Times have changed, and education must move with it.
Screens light up. System boot up. Lesson begins, but something feels colder. Where is the warmth of a guiding voice? Where is the look of understanding in students' eyes? I stand here as the chief speaker of the opposing team to oppose the notion which says technology in classroom enhances learning more than traditional. To begin with, I would like to illustrate some key terms used in this context. 1. Technology. What is technology? Technology is the application of scientific knowledge and innovation to solve problems, increase efficiency, and human capabilities. In education, it involves digital platforms, visual tools, and electronic devices designed to support learning, instruction, and communication. What is learning? Learning is a cognitive and experiential process through which individuals actualize, internalize, and apply knowledge, skills, attitudes, or values. Traditional is a long-term pedagogically grounded educational method that emphasizes direct human interaction, structured instruction, and a consistent moral and intellectual development. With our position clearly established, I will now proceed to present the core argument that substantiates our opposition to this notion. First of all, we have to know that the digital divide perpetuates educational inequality. The proposition champions technology as a great equalizer of knowledge. However, this assertion fails to acknowledge the disparities that persist across various socio-economic strata. In underfunded schools and rural regions, students often face significant barriers to technology, such as inadequate devices, unreliable internet connection, and a lack of technical support. In rural areas, it creates a barrier and not a bridge. This is not an incidental issue, it's a fundamental inequality. Unlike the universal availability of traditional resources, like textbooks, chalkboards, and face-to-face instruction. Therefore, rather than fostering equity, the aristocracy. Education should not favor the privileged. It should empower everyone. Secondly, we must remember the cognitive and physical detriment of excessive screen use. While technology undeniably offers convenience, its overuse can be linked to a range of physiological and psychological stress. Prolonged screen time is associated with visual fatigue, disrupted sleep patterns, and a marked decline in attention spans. It is well established that young minds like us, still at their formative stage, are especially vulnerable to detrimental effects of excessive exposure to digital screens. In contrast, traditional educational practices like dialogues that foster intellectual engagement, memory retention, and capacity. This encourages active learning free from distraction that technology often introduces. Ultimately, our question is simple. Should we seek to foster deep intellectual growth or simply flicker through content? Should we invest in the long mental health and well-being of our students on the immediate gratification technology provides? Technology may stimulate, but it doesn't always educate. Technology is a tool, not a teacher. Thus, it becomes a tool for division, not inclusion. In the classroom of life, not every lesson can be downloaded. Not every answer is found in pages of code. And not every future is built on algorithms or artificial intelligence. Some futures are built on values.
I stand to strongly argue that technology in the classroom enhances learning more than traditional methods. My critical and very highlighted one issues concerning this topic, and I will now support our stand by focusing on 3 major points. 1. Technology makes learning more engaging and interactive with tools such as smartboards, tablets, educational apps, and even virtual reality. Students are no longer passive listeners. Instead, they are active participants in lessons, making learning more fun and memorable. For education is not meant to preserve tradition, but to prepare for the future. So, technology makes learning more engaging and interactive. As George Close once said, technology does not replace great teachers, but technology in the hands of great teachers can be more transformative. Why if they change to one teacher voice when the world knowledge they take away? With online resources, students can access best teacher, course, materials anywhere in this world. And this was evident during the COVID-19 period, when online learning became the grind that kept education alive. Technology prepares students for the future. We can't possibly teach tomorrow's kids with yesterday's tools. We live in a digital world, and by integrating technology into the classroom, we're putting students with digital literacy, problem-solving skills, and accountability they need to survive in the modern day world. Studies show that about 65% of students get distracted by their own devices in the classroom. If technology truly enhances learning, why is it pulling students further away from their success? Christian Louis Lunge once said, technology is a useful servant, but a dangerous master. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Osuke Roda Isosa, and I stand firmly to oppose the motion which states that technology in the classroom enhances learning more than traditional. Yes, technology is a powerful tool, but does that automatically make it better for learning? Does scrolling through lessons and watching animations truly help students understand more deeply? Or are we simply trying to make education faster and not better? Isn't true learning meant to build thinking, focus, and discipline? How is that possible when students are surrounded by distractions from the very devices meant to help them? Can a screen offer encouragement when a student is confused? Can a digital device look at the hesitation in a student's voice, or look at the hesitation in a student's voice, or hear the confusion in their faces? This is a teacher, a human being, who encourages them, adjust lessons, and answer unexpected questions. Technology is often praised for making education accessible to all, but we cannot ignore the fact that millions of students today still lack access to quality internet, electricity, and even a quiet place to learn. How is that truly equal? And what about the health effect? Isn't excessive screen time linked with eye strain, poor posture, fatigue, and reduced concentration? So I ask you, my dear parents, is that what you really want for your students? Isn't technology meant to build, not to distract?
As a parent, I have always asked, how can I prepare my children for the infrastructural development and socio-economic evolution of the next decade? With the ongoing speed of globalization, how can I position my children to perform excellently in a rapidly changing society? The answer is and has always been to give them a solid foundation, academically, spiritually, and morally. Salvation International Preparatory Schools, with her team of highly qualified tutors, conducive environment for learning, state-of-the-art computer and science laboratories coupled with quality day and boarding facilities, is the place to be. For more information, contact 080-233-76135. SIPS remains the birthplace of leaders.
Today we are here to celebrate a remarkable achievement by our dear and very precious children and words. Our graduates have worked tirelessly to reach this milestone, and we have accomplishments. To our graduating pupils in the nursery, primary, and graduate students of the junior secondary as well as the senior secondary school, I offer heartfelt congratulations. SIPS has trained and groomed you into capable, compassionate, and curious individuals. As you embark on your new journeys, remember that learning is a lifelong process. To our prize winners, the achievements are a testament to your hard work and dedication. May your success inspire others in the mighty name of Jesus. To our parents and guardians, thank you for your unwavering support. Your partnership has been invaluable. Your investment in our children and world shall never be in vain. My prayer for you is that our children and world shall achieve greater heights and whatever we have achieved in Jesus' mighty name. As we celebrate today, we reflect on the values we have instilled in our students in SIPS, amongst which are 1. Academic excellence. 2. Creativity. 0 tolerance for examination malpractice. Intellectual curiosity. 5. Critical thinking. Habits of punctuality. Obedience to authority. Docility and calmness. And lastly, competitiveness amongst all positive values. This will stand them in good stead as they navigate life's journey. We believe that these values will guide them towards a brighter future for our school, SIPS. The school has achieved quite a lot of formidable milestones, some of which are very visible as you enter the school premises. You can see them there. Needless to bore you with the superlative performance of our testimonials from our alumni. Today, at the previous 25 graduation ceremonies, we have been honored to have special guests and dignitaries, including both government and examination regulatory authorities. I am delighted to inform you that SIPS has been occupying the front position amongst the Edo State PDA forum organized by the Ministry of Education. Once again, congratulations to our graduating pupils, students, and prize winners. We wish you all the best, all the days of your life. Bravo, kudos, well done. Thank you. The person who wrote this speech, who read it too, is Professor, and I say, I pay you man, Osifu. Professor Adam Rosalie. Thank you.
Thereafter, a prize was given to the winner of the debate competition by Professor Osifo.
Salvation International Preparatory School. Salvation International Preparatory School. A place